everybody. Kind of fear today, because I think I'm gonna go attempt Fume Knight. Where did I get 146, 181 from? Oh, right.
Bearer of the Untitled.
First thing, I needed to go check on Vendrick. So let's go check Vendrick and then see if he has any new dialogue for killing the Burnt Ivory King, and then we'll go probably spend the rest of the time attacking Fume Knight. Vendrick is still alive-ish, if you call that alive, but yeah.
Seeker of fire, conqueror of dark. I too sought fire once. With fire, they say, a true king can harness the curse. A lie, but I knew no better. Seeker of fire, you know not the depth of dark within you. It grows deeper still, the more flame you covet. Flame, oh, flame. I am king of this wretched, unraveled kingdom. I subdued the giants and claimed their strength, so that I might step closer to fire. Drangleic will fall, the fire will fade, and the souls of old will re-emerge. With dark unshackled, a curse will be upon us, and men will take their true shape. Drangleic will fall, with dark and men.
Humanity sprites. Hey, Veldstadt. How or why would a king harness the curse? To what end would you actually use the curse? don't think I need the Ring of Knowledge right now. Flame Quartz might be better. Secret I learned. If you do not move any further from the thing, he will not start until you, so you can buff up. If he caught me, I'm gonna backswing. I'm dead. Late. Shoot. That was the first attempt. 6 hours, my first time on him. Hi, Toby. Whew. Every time fighting Fume Knight, it's a lot of fun because it's like super intense. For beating Fume Knight, he will give us a soul of Nadalia. It is a reward. He carries her soul. The crown is over his ear. This ostensibly is Nadalia, her actual body. Deep in the recesses. It actually is really interesting that if this is really Nadalia's body, that her throne is at the very bottom of Brume Tower, and the Iron King's throne is at the very, very top. You see at the beginning. Just catching my breath. Fume Knight is ridiculous. Her arms are really elongated. They're like not proportional. Like if she stood up, she'd be the size of this freaking room. We got a crown, which is this one, the crown of the old Iron King. Crown of the old Iron King who once ruled this land. The king sunk below the scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated, and became Icarus Earth. Why is Gwyn's name something or a name that cannot be repeated? But these were events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. And that's the first boss of this DLC. Everybody talks about how short Ashes of Ariandel is, but they forget that each of the DLCs for Dark Souls 2 also only had 2 bosses, plus an optional. I am going to not do that and just feather out. There is one more boss to go through that is semi-required. But first we shall go up to Majula. It's required only if you want the full Nadalia soul. Hell, the only required boss of the old Iron King DLC is only one boss. And that's Fume Knight. Not saying, just saying. Just gonna buy out her gems there. Let's read Fume Knight Soul. Should be. Did I read this? Yes. Soul of the Fume Knight, which, by the way, has the same icon as Veldstadt. Soul of the Fume Knight that guards the dungeon of Brume Tower. Rame was a distinguished knight who became infatuated with the Bride of Ash and settled in this land of smoke and fog. The wondrous soul of this knight can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. I wonder if just the fact that Nadalia was Nadalia wasn't the only reason, or whether Fume Knight or Rame, as you know from here, it was attracted to an idea. Because if you go back to his Rebel Great Shield, it suggests that he had an affinity for Velka in some way. Mostly because ravens are associated with Velka and stuff like that. And in this time, it is an augur of death, and what better augur of death to be in love with than a child of dark? And since that is all three of them, let's go back to see what Vendrick has to say. Maybe we'll go tackle Sir Alonne. Sir Alonne and Fume Knight have very similar rhythms, which screwed me a lot during the first time, because I wanted to go at them real fast. But it's like, swing, your turn. Swing, your turn, in about that rhythm.
One of the father of the abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Shadow was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. Fire came to be, and with it, disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not cast, but born of fire. And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire, and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader. Dark was seen as a curse.
And he could not control the Chandra?
Such is the calling of a true leader.
Because Alsana was captive, and so she worked tirelessly even after her lord's passing. Nadalia was in love with an idea, and it's hard to know whether she would or would not have. And Alana apparently did work for her lord's wishes, maybe, but Chandra did not. Veldstadt. by the way, let me take this off real fast. This crown, does have lots of resistances. I wonder if I have to go human to empower the crowns. Alright, Brume Tower's over here. So now that Fume Knight is dead, the Smelter throne activates. It's actually kind of a pain in the butt getting to Alonne. I think it's more of a pain in the butt getting to Alonne than actually fighting Alonne. And since this is called the Smelter Throne, I wonder if Alonne's soul became Smelter Demon. Because as we already know, Smelter Demon isn't actually a demon. It was created by the old Iron King because reasons. This is set up a lot like an optional area, and it kind of is, because Brume Tower only really requires one boss. So, like the optional areas, there's this thing, this little foyer. I'll throw on lingering. Hunter M already missed Fume Knight. First attempt, because apparently I'm baller today. Like I said, this is more of a pain in the butt than actually fighting. Alonne. Whoops. I went the wrong way. I'm gonna die to okay, maybe not. Ah, damn it. I'm actually pretty good at Alonne. It's just getting to him sucks. Sort of like Dark Lurker. Yeah. Dark Lurker I hate fighting just because I hate the gauntlet. Otherwise, it'd be fine. Dang it. Keep wanting to turn. Alright, let's see if I remember the timing for Alonne. Poke. Poke. Ah, command grabs. Yeah. He gets empowered whenever he catches you in the command grab. You have to dodge that frame perfect to not get hit in it. Otherwise, if you do get hit in it, you have to frame perfect that and hit him in the butt. That's basically it. That's pretty much all of Alonne. I think I was early. I don't know if he's gonna allow me to hit him with soul arrows. They stop as soon as you get down here. I was late. Yeah. And then backswing. Actually, not bad damage, to be honest. Eh, I'll have a G up next time. Nope. Ah, dang it. Yeah, that was bad. Guess I'll have to effigy now. Perhaps being set on fire doesn't seem too bad. Thanks, Pyromancy. Get my hair back. Take a seat. So, Hunter, what do you think of the idea that Sir Alonne's soul was used as the basis for Smelter Demon? Oh, hey, there's a person here. Oh, Lori. Lori's awesome, actually, and idle. Lori's pretty cool. Let me grab the right life gem. Well, the only thing is, the place where I get the idea is that he is sitting on the Smelter throne. Could just be them reusing English, but well, no, he's not a demon at all. Smelter Demon's only a demon because the Old Iron King thought demons were cool. Pretty much says it in the Smelter Demon soul. Smelter Demon is a fake demon. All right, let's go. Ah, I was late. Camera screwed me. Yeah, Smelter Demon's soul basically says the Old Iron King created him. The Old Iron King liked demons. Estes is slow and I can't keep moving. You have to keep moving with Alonne. Like, you really do have to keep moving with Alonne. And a sort of... Yeah, and then he put a soul in it. Because that's what everybody apparently does in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is basically a farce. And meant to be. Yeah. And I think Heide had something to do with it too, probably. Heide? his name? Dang it. Yeah, and that's what happens because you're not moving. Came out of that roll a little fast. I like this fight because it is a duel. But it is one of those extended excellence kind of duels. He also travels like halfway across the stage when he really wants to. Shouldn't go for that second roll. Early on that. I'm out. Yep. Halfway. Not bad. Somehow lost that timing when I had to start healing. Not using that, so I'm gonna move that. Lingering is nice, but still don't know if I have the time to recast that. I should go get the Estes shard by Heide. What is it? No Man's Wharf. I think that's probably my last one to get. Memories are ash. Yeah. Freaking command grabs. I wasn't out fast enough. So his empowerment lasts about 45 seconds. And there he is again. He does rebuff it, just like that. It is very much like Artorias, in that if you let them buff, they will pretty much stay buffed. Ah, dang it. That was an early dodge. Thought it was coming a lot sooner than it did. Command grab hitboxes, y'all. They are something else. I should check, but I think my claymore did a lot more damage, but it's a claymore, obviously. Help me? I don't wanna. Not a problem, Toby. Welcome back. Yeah. Alonne Knights. Hey, Dave. Hope you're feeling a little better. Experimental time. Yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, 222, not even worth the trouble. Alright, weapon, and then just melee. I will be right back though. I'm gonna go grab that, should be the last Estus shard. Should be, where is it? No Man's Wharf. We're pretty... Alonne is the last kind of required boss of the DLC. And he's not even that required. I mean, he's only required if you want to finish up getting Nadalia's soul. But we already have the crown, so... We got basically we have a bunch of optional to do, and then the final 3 bosses. What else is up here? Hey, Loki. Knight Helm. This is from new Drangleic Knights. Basically fluted armor from Demon Souls. Not a door. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much almost into the home stretch. We've got a bunch of optionals though. One in each DLC. Royal
Is that a shard
Vanguard.
here to see, however?
Yeah, like there's a bunch of trees. Like Drakebloods have the Spirit Tree Shield. Targray has a tree that looks like fire. Trees and fire are conflated pretty hard with one another in Souls. Maybe a long time ago, Miyazaki saw autumn in New England and was like, man, trees light on fire in every autumn. And that's where he got the idea. Alright, one more time and then I'm gonna go and have to effigy. I feel like I had way more effigies on hand on my Claymore character at this point. Yeah, and there's a tree icon, a very similar one, in the area leading to Looking Glass Night. Lots of tree motifs. Magic pixel. Shouldn't have stopped there. Should have just kept going. Targray's shield actually lays that kind of motif off, that crossing of motifs, pretty nicely. I'm gonna have to go do some co-op off screen. Hey, Ego Border. Nice to see you. Thanks for the host. I'm gonna summon her and make it somewhat easier. She's really cool. I like her. I like her. Dang it. Lori, what the heck were you? Where is she? Oh, she must have gotten pieced out. Can't pull that same trick that you do for Ludden Zelen, I guess. Cast light, man. You need to cast light more. Nice. What'd you think, Ego? Did you start New Game Plus? Yeah, I'm gonna go right into DS3 after this. It's early. Bah. $337. Just gonna see do that. Wow, it's early. Alonne is basically Eastern version of Artorias, more or less. Except I don't think he's left-handed. Left, right. I had some bad timing there. Better just start that over anyway. Three edge, 5 me, Hunter. Yeah, I've heard the cut Artorias lines. Actually, Kieran is my favorite of Dark Souls 1's NPCs. I don't actually care very much about Artorias. I was super late there. I thought I was early on that too. Ah, dang it. Early. I'm dead. Pretty sure. You guys have no idea how fast I was trying to hit that circle button there. I don't really care too much about Artorias. Artorias is an idiot who went into the abyss knowing he probably couldn't hack it there and got destroyed for it. Sif is the real hero of Dark Souls 1. Sif and Elvina. Real heroes. Alrighty. Sif is the pupper, the very best pupper. One of the best puppers in video games. That was... You were a jerk back there. Dang it. Ah, early. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to Alonne, but it's just like, you have to be excellent the whole darn time. Hey, Endgamer. How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, it's like dodge, poke, dodge, poke. I'm not gonna make it. Yep. Hey, Snow. What's going on? Fighting Alonne. We'll probably have to put that on hold and go kill a bunch of optional bosses for the humanity. Yeah. I'm gonna go kill a bunch of optional bosses that I haven't done yet. So let's do that. Get some souls. Buy some humanities, because I've only got like 4. Belfry Luna I've already done. Doors of Pharros. Alonne Zalin is humanity intensive too, so I can't do that yet. Eat it. These guys really don't like magic. Let's see here. Should we get the Santier Spear? I think we should get the Santier Spear. Rats will drop effigies. I won't subject you to the, like, farming. I'll probably have to do that off camera. Go to Shrine of Amana too. Because all of those guys will drop effigies. Rusted Mastodon armor. I too can look like an elephanto. And there's Santier Spear. There. So this is Santier Spear, a spear that was embedded in a stone statue. According to an old local legend, a great spear was used to defeat Santier, the walking statue. Perhaps this is that very spear. Santier was probably a golem, side note, but it will be difficult to utilize such a thing in the manner of a spear. Your only choice is to swing it around and smite foes about the head. It changes in moveset apparently when you break it. So take it to the DLC. It looks pretty cool. Just put it on so you can see it. Yeah. Not a very pleasant way to go. Right through the head. That's actually usually the only thing I pick up in this thing. Lock on Y. Sometimes I really just don't get lock on. Sometimes it'll let me lock on to something far away, and then sometimes it won't start locking on until they're almost on top of you. There's Twisted Barricade, which becomes Twisted Wall of Light in Dark Souls 3, so it reverts back to Oolacile magic in Dark Souls 3. It is actually the same icon, except in Dark Souls 2 it is black and white. A hex that distorts local space. For a brief moment, spells are deflected. Hexer Gilea never took an apprentice, making it unclear how spells were passed down. It is even possible that hexes came from another source entirely. That insinuates that all hexes are actually Oolacile magics. Oh, right, there's this guy. Oh, I need to go refill arrows. Welp. Can't lock on from here. Welp. The Farron Swamp? Yeah, it's definitely what's left of Ulasil, but it's in the middle of being swallowed by the Abyss again. IMO, or being swallowed by the Dark in general. Kind of like a layer cake. Even in the game, the kiln of the first flame is right on top of, well, it's right below the princes. So, like, it's directly below them. And then you have, sorry, I'm just trying to talk, trying to think really. Huh. No, not that way. So, like, Lorethrough would be right above that. Because, the Demon Prince boss arena is Lorethrough. It is, the first Fireling Shrine. So it's all related. It's sort of like New York City is kind of the same way. It's, like a layer cake of different builds just put on top of one another, and that's kind of how Lorethrough is. It's kind of the same way. Layered on top of one another. Time to fight the Sith of Dark Souls 2. See, what the heck is up with lock-on in this game? Well, I just won. Man, rapier is just not hitting it. Yeah, like, it's, yeah, like, you've got churning lands, but, like, each land is probably just a creation or a recreation from what each Lord of Cinder kind of remembers. And here's the big thing about Dark Souls 3, which comes out of Dark Souls 2, is that Ashen ones come out of a memory. Because Ash is highly and deeply connected to memory in Dark Souls 2. And that gets into Dark Souls 3. The Ashen ones are like amalgams of memory, or just a memory in and of itself. Hey, guy.
Thou returnest. I am not unkind. Should swearest thou? Then beneath me.
And that's the same guy. So how does he get out of the gutter? He needs to tell some of these people who really, really want to get out of the gutter. I like this boss arena a lot. I just like the lighting, the color grading. And the straight lines. Funny thing is the big doggo has exactly the same moveset as Sif, except he also has that toxic sludge he does towards his end. So that's one guy. Let's go buy some humanities. Instead of starting the limp like Sif does, he like does that yellow toxic thing. Yeah, it's like Ash in and of itself is deeply connected to memory in Dark Souls 2, and that travels over into Dark Souls 3. One might think that they are memories. Let's see if anybody else has any humanities to buy.
You need armor.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, and he's got Veldstadt stuff, which I don't think I read, so let's read that while I'm thinking about it. Helm worn by the Royal Aegis, originally imbued with the power of miracles, now soaked with dark after extended exposure in the Undead Crypt. A knight from a faraway land was lured to this accursed land, but forgot even why they came. eventually reduced to a shadow of his former self.
Are you sure? Well, I'll make some up while you're away.
I think there's something deeper going on with the Way of White Covenant. In regards to the greater narrative in Dark Souls 3. And why you start Way of White, considering Way of White is probably the,
And the scent of what? Oh, don't feel bad.
I'm sure your mother's still proud. Considering the Way of White are probably at the front and center of what's actually kind of going on. Cat pants. Should I buy cat pants? Let's buy cat pants. Cat pants are weird.
It's why not? Just because.
Also my covenants. Yeah. Rank 2 and Way of Blue. Really? Let's just jump the rest into And, like, I mentioned this in the Discord yesterday, but, like, there's something really fishy going on with the starting cleric class and the starting cleric outfit, considering one of the enemies are the Beyblade clerics wearing that starting cleric outfit. I don't want to do the Dark Chasm of the Abyss yet. That's me whining. Let's see if we can get to the fake dragon. I think I'm only gonna go for 2 hours today, so. Yeah, so I definitely think there's something really fishy going on with Way of White. I was out of stamina. sir. Nothing else for him to say. Yeah, that was bad luck right there. It's really not a very exciting fight. Dragon Charm. If he decides to do like fire, I hate the hammer dude. He always kills me in stupid ways. So, if you remember why I did that, and if you like aren't well versed in Dark Souls 2 at all, that dragon will give you the Ashen Mist Heart, which allows you into memories, right? And one of those memories is very, very well hidden. It's the memory of a dragon. And it is the memory of the actual dragon that used to live here. It's implied he's killed by Aldia and replaced by a fake. So, they probably don't intend for you to know to go after it until, like, you get that Ashen memory out of the dragon, where you realize that the dragon's been dead. Well, the thing is, the dragon thinks it's real. So it gives you the Ashen Mist Heart. It thinks it's for real. But its soul tells you otherwise. Because when you kill the boss that I died to, you get a giant soul, not the soul of a dragon. Because we already got the soul of a dragon from the real dragon. Let me see if it's in the item box. Item box. It's not here. But yeah, you realize that stuff isn't right. Because the actual dragon's dead. I thought I depopulated this guy. That must be my miracle build. Yep. It's another fake. Dark Souls 2. Game of fakes. And some people like to try and be poetic about Dark Souls 2's themes, but Dark Souls 2's real theme is everything is fake, but it believes itself to be real, and thus it is. Yeah, what makes us real if not our memories? And the dragon thinks it's real, even though it isn't. And that's good enough. Which is a sort of... because it thinks it's real. It's probably... I blame it on Aldia. How can he shoot fire? Well... Aldia. I was early. Damn it. Yeah, this level is... I've already been through this level. I actually thought I depopulated number 1. It's actually way easier to just kill these big guys instead of have all these guys on your tail. Bah. Hammer dude is usually the hardest one for me. Hold on. Let's start this over. The thing to remember here is that Aldia was breeding worms and wyverns and dragons. Get out of here. So the breeding program that Aldia had was quite successful. It could be suggested that the wyverns that Lothric ends up using are descendant from these guys who were made by Aldia. Because the dragons have been dead for a long time. Yeah, Hammer Bro is real annoying. Like, the reason I say that I think that Aldea created all of these dragons and he started a breeding program is that a lot... We see dragon blood. I mean, not dragon blood. We see giant blood in Aldea's Keep. And giant blood turns into that weird yellow shit that breaks your stuff. It's also in... the eggs. Alright. Hey, Fop. We're just discussing fake dragons. And something we found out from the petrified egg is that eggs are symbols of life and stuff, right? So the heck was that? Eggs are soft and round and shiny. I want the darn soul, dang it. And they are synonymous with life. But I want to kill it. I want to kill it. It's a fake dragon. It deserves it. Ah, out of stamina. Hey! I don't think I've gotten that. Drakekeeper's Great Hammer. An extremely sturdy, pitch-black great hammer. Colossal warriors staunchly watch over the shrine, ready to defend its resident, or allow one worthy enough to be granted audience. Fake dragons! Fake, 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 fake. I can just imagine Aldea trying to be like Indiana Jones. You know Indiana Jones in the beginning of Raiders of the Last Ark? and like how he switches the gold statue with the weight. I just imagine Aldia doing that with a dragon. Somehow in this mental image, Aldia has hands. No. I don't think so. Hellkite's a drake, right? Actually, no, the Everlasting Dragon, yeah. Dark Souls 1. The very last. Yeah, and Calamite. Calamate's a real dragon. Whose tail cut is way more of a pain in the butt than he actually is. Yeah, Calamite is a fun fight, especially when you're not bothered about... Damn it! I didn't even roll that, that sucks. Alright. I didn't even roll that. Just watched it happen. Alright, I'm gonna go kill Vendrick, because he shouldn't take that long. I think the dragon fight is way easier with my Claymore character. I like first attempted it on my Claymore character and I'm like, oh, is this it? Alright, over here. Man, kind of makes me wonder what the hell is real in this series. Like, Dark Souls 2 is about a farce that is just as real as any other actual cycle. Alright. Oh, my rapier is so small. Dang it. I don't know what happened there. I got, like, caught and then couldn't dodge in time for the second one. Dang it. The heck is... Do I, like, not remember his moveset at all? It feels like I don't remember his moveset. It's all sweeps and stuff, but he feels faster. I think a lot of people have been replaying Dark Souls 2 lately. Mostly because of E and B. And they're finding that, they're finding some enjoyment in it. It's nice. This is all punishment for first attempting Fume Knight after not fighting him for months. Yeah, you should be able to. That'd be great. Summon Giant Lord. I think mostly I'm just not getting behind Vendrick as much as I really need to. Yeah, he can still move. And this is really because I've got only 4 of the 5s. I think he, like, slows down a lot when you have all 5. The 5th one is with the dragon. Well, the fake dragon. That, and I don't have the claymore. I have this dinky little rapier. Yeah, giant fake dragon versus Vendrick. So who would win in a fight? Giant fake dragon or Vendrick? Yeah, I want to kill something. The hell is that? couple more times and then I gotta call it. Is he just like not, or is he just still strong against everything? Yeah, I don't have any lightning pine resins. He's still quick when he wants to be. I think I might switch to that. Dang it! I got caught on his leg. Came out of that. Damn you, Vendrick! I think that's what happened last time. I got caught on his leg or something. Fake dragon. I can't believe that's a drop you take no damage from. Old cadre head. This is so slow. 200 damage a hit. it's not a boss fight you feel very good about because the music just keeps going. It doesn't like stop, and it's not. It's very Motoi Sakuraba. Sad final boss music, really. As you notice, you don't get a soul. You only get 90,000. You don't get a soul. See what he says?
Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not cast.
Oh, I already got this dialogue.
And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader.
It's very Motoi Sakuraba music. He does the same thing with Gwyn's theme song in Dark Souls 1.
Shadow is not
It's like, you don't get this bombastic music, you get sad piano theme.
brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow.
Yep.
Inherit fire.
Inherit fire and harness the dark. Side note,
Such is the calling.
it's a bit of a mistranslation in the English version of Dark Souls 1, but like, when you link the fire, you are inheriting the fire. And it's always been like that, but it got mistranslated in English in Dark Souls 1. So like the whole inheriting fire thing, which is linking the fire, you're inheriting the fire, kind of gets lost. Yeah, he left it on a chair. Actually, if I lost a soul, I'd leave it in a, like I'd lose it in a couch. Like loose change. It's funny, like, Nashandra is looking all over the place for his soul, and it's basically in the couch of Drangleic Castle. Yeah, I mean, that's in, like, Dark Souls 1's Japanese text, too. You're basically inheriting the fire. Something JSF was telling me once. And it pops up in Dark Souls 2 a bit better, and then... it's never really leaned upon. Why do I have two of these? Why do I have two of those? I have to go to Gavlan. Make some things happen. I don't know if JSF is going to be... Well, JSF's really busy with books and stuff. So, I don't know if it's going to be soon. I think he's going back to Bloodborne stuff when he does. But I know he's been playing Nier Automata. Oh. I don't really wanna, but... Quick, do I have to be human or hollow for this door? A lot of Souls people have been playing Nier Automata, and I've been following Yoko Taro's work for a long time, so I'm like, it's about time you guys got on this train. Oh, I need to buy arrows. If I'm gonna be doing this, I need to be buying some arrows. There. Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep up with like what JSF's doing, you can follow his Twitter. He's got a Twitter that he tweets from. been working on a book or something recently. It's like 51 pages in or something like that. Me, I think I might put aside what I was thinking of writing on and like write on Dark Souls 2 a little bit. Because a theme about everything being fake but it not mattering is kind of interesting. Everybody needs to go play DrakeNieR. If they like Nier Automata at all, go either read the Dirk Ids LP of DrakeNieR 1, 2, and 3. Well, actually not 2. Skip 2. And then Nier 1. Because I think a lot of... Even though it gets kind of explained in, like, the text dumps in Nier Automata, it's different when you experience it, I think. I liked what 3 was trying to... like 3's story. It's really janky. It's really janky. It's really janky. Like, gameplay is really janky. Screen tearing and all of that. Just watch the Dark Id play it. The DLCs for 3 are a lot better, but just watch the Dark Id play it. That said, actually the way I got introduced to Yoko Taro's Overv was that he uses my favorite singer-songwriter for DrakeNieR 3's theme song, Onitsuka Chihiro. The Silence is Mine. Onitsuka Chihiro I've been following since like 2001. What? Too much sex for you or something? In that game? I find it even better that like the voice actor for Zero and Yuri Lowenthal, who is Dido, are married, if I remember right. And so it makes it even better in my head. It's just a hato for a boyfriend thing. Hato for a boyfriend. There's stuff I like about how subversive Yoko Taro gets. To be fair, I think it's even more cringy with DrakeNieR 1 than DrakeNieR 3. In DrakeNieR 1, you have a pedophile and a baby cannibal as your protagonist party members. Take that as you will. Yeah, like, that's more cringy to me than DrakeNieR 3. DrakeNieR 3, I'm like, whatever. What's funny, not funny haha, but funny ironic, or funny to note, is that those two characters, Ariosh and Leonhard, are like popular Squaresoft characters, and they end up in like the big Squaresoft arcade game, Lord of Vermilion. Yeah, this game was released internationally. Actually, DrakeNieR 1 in 2001 or 2 was like advertised on WWE Raw. That That was tonally hilarious. Yeah. And Fury Eye in Drakengard 1 was a subversion of the sister princess trope that was really popular at the time. Apparently Yoko Taro hated it, like hated the trope, and so he wanted to like kill it in his game or something. And so Fury Eye has no happy ending whatsoever. And so, Drakengard 1 is the... Drakengard and NieR... Actually, NieR, for all of its whatevers, is way more subdued than Drakengard, even though NieR comes off of Drakengard 1. Well, generally, Drakengard is a super niche game until Squaresoft decided to give Yoko Taro a budget somehow. Everyone's like, how did you get a budget, dude? NieR is probably a better game because of it. NieR is more about declaring your identity and like, even though you turn out to be the bad guy, like super bad. Here's my question, do I have to be human? Yeah, I have to be human. I've seen it. I still haven't picked it up yet. I know what happens. Soul of the King. In probably the most low-key throne ever. Because you see these huge thrones. Yeah, I've seen all the endings. I know what happens. Like, I know what happens, but I don't know what happens in the middle. So like, I know the beginning and I know the end. It's pretty much that. I won't describe more about it. Yeah, he put his soul in the most low-key sofa ever. Yeah. So let's read that. The middle is pretty nuts, but it's not like... I think I fell asleep during it. Royal Red Authority. Those who choose to serve the Rat King must have the courage to face his challenges. We've read that. Soul of the King. Soul of Vendrick, King of Drangleic. This great soul beckoned the dark, overwhelming the king. Perhaps this king, who once ruled the world of men, was a lacking vessel for the true throne. Use the soul of he who would link the flame to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. So I don't think he linked the flame, and I think this whole age is being propped up by his brother Aldia. Because it never like states that he linked the flame, just that he would have. And he beckoned the dark and tried to use the curse, but it didn't end up working. If you think the DrakeNieR series is 3 edgy, 5 U, then you can skip it. NieR 1 is actually probably one of his best works, though. No. What happens is the old Iron King met him. Let me see what this says. Because there was something we read earlier. That suggested that when the old Iron King was falling into the lava, he met Gwyn, or that who cannot be named, and became Icarus Earth. So he might have... Yeah, it turns a joke ending of DrakeNieR 1, which is E, into something super serious. But yeah, like, if you're at all interested in, like, DrakeNieR at all, and you don't want to play it, because why would you? They're really janky games, but they're interesting stories. Just go read the Dark Ids LPs. He makes them hilarious. Where? Okay. His crap is right here. Armor of Vendrick, King of Drangleic. What makes a king? Some say that it is birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important, as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. Clumps's retrospective is good, but I think the Dark Ids is a better thing to, like, just read and take it at your own pace. Because, like, there's none of that in Dark Id's LPs, and the Dark Id has been LPing DrakeNieR for years, and, like, once apparently Yoko Taro sent the Dark Id, like, a big care package of soundtracks and stuff, because Dark Id brought knowledge of the series to, like, Western audiences. But if you want I actually think Valkyrie Aurora or Aurora Valkyrie has a better one than Clem's. Oh yeah. Dark Id makes fun of it. He because the main character in DrakeNieR 1 is silent, Dark Id kind of wrote what Chaim was thinking, or potentially thinking. But if you wanted, like, a video, like a short video, condensed video, I think Valkyrie Aurora's or Aurora Valkyrie's is better than Clem's. Mostly because she's also read, like, all of the extraneous lore, because there's a lot more lore, because, like, Yoko Taro can't stop writing his stupid lore, so, like, he'll write books and she's, like, caught up on all of it. The manga for DrakeNieR 3 is terrible. The manga following Brother 1 is freaking bad. It's so bad. Alright. What makes a king? I make fun of that line. Everybody makes fun of bearer, seek lest, or whatever. I make fun of the what is a king line that everybody says in the second half of the game. It's on the king's armor. The Melfinitos say it when you first meet them. They're like, what's a king? Aldia says it, I think, once. Everybody says it. What is a king? What is a soul? Those are the questions of Dark Souls 2. What is a memory when everything is fake all around you anyway? Even the king is fake. Or at least Vendrick thinks he's fake. Shrug. A miserable pile of secrets indeed. Should I go back to Vendrick before I kill this? I guess so. Let's see if he's got any new dialogue now that I have his soul on me. You're either going to like... I find the DrakeNieR series crazy. And so, like, I watch it like a person watching a car wreck. On the one hand, I can't believe this became a video game of Square Enix's design. B, I can't believe he still gets, like, funding. C, I can't believe he got funding with Platinum. And D, I can't believe Platinum approached Square Enix. They're like, hey, we've got this contract. We want to do NieR 2. What? It's more crazy than MGS. It's like you're watching it like a car wreck. Like, yeah, Platinum are NieR fanboys.
One day, fire will fade, and dark will become a curse. Men will be free from death, left to wander eternally. Dark will again be ours, and in our true shape, we can bury the false legends of yore. Only, is this our only child? Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seek strength.
Cue the Lion King music.
The rest will follow.
And that is that. I think all of the crowns are now empowered. I can't enter his crap anymore. Yeah. So now that we have the King's Soul, the crowns will keep us from hollowing out. But it is a single person solution and probably not exactly what Vendrick wanted. Because a king serves the same thing as a flag. People rally around that king like they rally around monarchies, like they rally around presidents, and they rally around flags. They are a symbol and the soul of a nation, but it doesn't serve anybody to be the only guy who lives. And while in a blind world, the one-eyed man is king, must be really lonely to be the one-eyed man. So, anything anybody want to talk about? Also interesting is the way Vendrick's voice actor repeats the lines at the very beginning. It almost doesn't sound like him, but I think he's like repeating something he heard, though he doesn't quite believe himself. wonder how this does this smacking weapon. Thanks for coming out, Toby. Now that we don't have to really worry about humanities, I can go grind my face against Alonne next time. So, thank you very much for coming. Praise the sun, and good night. I know most of you weren't here, but watch the VOD at the beginning so you can see me first attempt Fume Knight, because that was a fun fight. Have a good night, guys.